out to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45. There goes Davis. Oh my God, Davis is going to run it all the way back. He's going to win the football game.
Like your 1v1 against Mitch and Ron. The first one is the moon fake. It's gotta be the alligator.
Fucking alligator.
I don't know how much an alligator weighs. Let's say an alligator weighs 400 pounds. I don't know, dude. That fucker weighs 4 tons. I don't know. Anyways, what's good, everybody? It's your boys, Travis, Ken, and TJ on the TKT podcast, Two Kill Time podcast, your favorite podcast on all podcast streaming platforms like YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Boys, before we even fucking dive in, obviously we have one singular fucking microphone because we're a bunch of broke bitches. But you may notice that we kind of solidified the new setup, kind of. Not really, but... And we're trying it, you know, we're giving it a shot. It's been about a month since you guys heard from us again, giving you guys a little bit of an update. I actually had to fucking turn this off real quick if somebody wants to take this fucking mic.
I can promise you for a fact it was not. There it is again.
Sure was. I'm just going to finish our fucking intro here. But we got the new fucking setup. We're ready. We're all going to be in the same room from pretty much here on out. I mean, we're going to try and make it a little bit more streamlined. But, you know, we're still figuring it out. I think what I'm gonna do before we just get into this fucking deep dive here of what we've been up to for the past fucking month is I want to get another USB extender because then we can move the camera over there. Then we can just shoot it on the wall. That way we don't have to fucking move everything every fucking time.
Right.
That would be prime time real estate. But anyways, guys, it's been a while. It's been about a month since you've heard from us. We've had a lot of things going on, a lot of moving pieces. The content hasn't been on YouTube like I want for any of us, let alone myself, but we're getting that going. We actually have 2 large videos of the TKT boys. One, a golfing video, and then 2, a vlog from what we'll probably talk about in this fucking podcast of a spontaneous trip that we took. But boys, how have we been? What have we been doing? I'm just going to go ahead and pass it to Travis since you're right next to me.
Thanks, man.
No problem, guy.
No problem there, champ. Been good, man. I can't believe it's already been a week since the last a month since the last episode already.
Yeah.
Man, time flies by for real.
Holy fuck, dude.
I know, dude. That's
This was... I'm just going to fucking yell this.
Okay.
This was not fucking planned. We didn't anticipate wearing fucking jerseys. I was hot as fuck. Yeah. This is the only short sleeve shirt that I have. And then it just kind of exploded into what you see here. Anyways.
Yeah. That's actually why I went with the undershirt because I don't want to... Dear Lord, you know.
We're just men. You know, we're hardworking men.
We just rock
out in the field all day.
Out in the fields. Yeah, with the cicadas.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah, you missed the worst of it today, buddy.
Thank God. You know.
Anyways, how you been, buddy?
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
Basically, there was a point in time where you guys obviously know I did like the 13 days straight of OT. Mm-hmm. You know, that was fantastic, but not great at the same time for obvious reasons. You know, money, but then time. Obviously, there's a correlation there. Other than that, man, you know, there's definitely been some, I don't want to say dark times necessarily, but just like working a lot and trying to find the balance of having a good work and life balance. Like, yeah. I struggle with that. You know, I'm either like, I kind of want to slack off and not do much, or I'm just like a freaking bull.
You just join the pod, buddy.
What up, Banks?
You join the pod, dude. You join the pod.
What up, buddy?
Go get your mom. Go get your mom. That's not your mother.
Or maybe it is.
Not me.
But I won't spoil the whole big story that we have.
No.
I'll say that for a later date, so I'll pass it to my boy.
Yo. Yeah, nah. You know, it's been good. All of us fucking hanging out. Kane and I have been golfing out the ass, which has been phenomenal.
We went golfing the last time? Yeah, we had to have.
The last time we recorded?
Yeah.
I don't.
I think that was the one trip that we had all went.
I think that was it. Yeah,
My
when
first time?
yes, when the three of us played 9, and we've played what, 6?
I've now played 6 total times, so we played 5 times.
5 more rounds of 18 because we haven't played 9 since then.
And I'm still on number 1.
Yeah, Travi refuses to come with us. So
No, well,
To an extent.
state your case.
to an extent, but they're, you know, they did go like 3 times during the whole OT thing, and I was like, no, I can't.
Okay, yeah, we didn't have a fucking opportunity to go with you.
Right.
But the last 2 times,
Yeah.
you could have went.
There's definitely been opportunities for you, but
There's a couple missed too. So
I rest my case.
yes, we'll leave it at that. There's been
it's
multiple.
a give and a take.
A push and a pull,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah. But nah, it's been good. I've been working a lot. Got a new job. For those who don't know, I'm no longer in landscaping because it's ass, truthfully. But no, yeah. So now I'm a manager at a gas station. But other than that, life's been good. Hanging out with the boys. So
Word.
I'm glad I got to be the.
Yeah, you're the fucking middleman. Boys, I'm not gonna lie. We have done so much in the last like month.
there's
Like just random shit. Not even like going to do things. Like not counting this weekend. Just like doing shit.
Right.
And I don't even know how to explain it because I feel like every weekend we've done something, whether it be like Haley's birthday was fucking awesome. Shout out Haley, happy belated birthday, obviously.
That was the little party.
Yeah, we had a nice little birthday party. That was really fucking fun. Like I feel like every weekend we've either I don't want to say had a party, but we've either had people over, went to someone's house, went out to dinner, like went and did something. Nashville Cards and Coffee has been a blast. We didn't go last month, I think, but we're going this month. Dylan's supposed to come down, like not next week, the following weekend, or not. Yeah, so we're recording this on Sunday, so not the one coming up, the following. Right. He's going to come down for a weekend, and then after that, I think it's 2 weekends after that, we're going. Me and Haley are going back to New York. The weekend after that, you guys are going back to New York.
Yep.
Then Alicia's coming down.
Yep.
And holy fuck. Like, we're about to be slammed this summer, and I can't fucking wait. I like doing things, yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
But so, anyways, guys, I haven't done much outside of, like, what we obviously just said. And then this past weekend, nothing's really changed in my life other than you guys moving here, which we've already discussed. So now the whole point of this pod, and we've all kind of had discussions. I don't think we've talked amongst all 3 of us, but we've definitely talked either like me and Trav or me and TJ, and Travis and TJ have had like 2-on-2s or 1-on-1s, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
And that's honestly due to our schedules too. I mean,
So like,
there's not many days we have the same day off.
Yeah, so the way my schedule works is I'm like Monday to Saturday, have Sunday off, Monday through Thursday, 3 days off. Yours is like Tuesday through Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. Sunday off, Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then TJ is a set Sunday through Thursday, but he doesn't get out till 10, Sunday through Wednesday, and Thursday is out at 4.
So
Something like that.
7 on Thursday.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like, the only opportune time now for us to record would either be directly Thursday night after we all get home, Friday, and I would, in my opinion, that's it, because you work Sunday. I don't want to record on a Saturday night, because normally we're doing shit. Fuck, the one night, nobody was even fucking drinking, and I got hammered. I literally drank a bottle of whiskey and a 6-pack of beer by myself.
Was that the night you came in my room
Yeah.
when I was on the phone?
Yeah.
With Alicia?
Yeah, I was fucking hammered. First off, I had four on the course playing 18.
I remember you
which
told me that.
I would say didn't count because by the time I got home, I had sweated it off.
Yeah, they don't count.
Okay.
And we were cooking a chicken, and the whole time the chicken's cooking, I was drinking. And then I was like, I don't really want beer anymore. And the only whiskey I had open was this bottle that Ricky got me from like fucking months ago. And it was like 3/4, and I ended up finishing that. I was hammered. Anyways, so the only times that we have to record now are like Sunday or Thursday and Friday. So it's gonna be tough. I'm not making any promises, neither are we. But the whole reason I'm saying that is because the whole reason we started this podcast was because we are all trying to stay in touch, all trying to give ourselves a reason to connect and stay in touch and build our friendship beyond, which I think it did. I think it made our friendships much stronger than they were. And
Not to say they weren't strong, but
yeah,
just
but
enhanced.
enhanced. It was this podcast was the Excedrin of our friendship. I think is it Excedrin, or I guess I'll just say Viagra because everybody knows what Viagra is.
Hold on.
But
I was like, Excedrin, isn't that?
I think allergy. I was thinking of Extents, the old Mark Martin car. Yeah. Anyways,
Wait, so what's the point of the Viagra?
that was this podcast. It was our friendship's Viagra.
It was
It makes us harder, and I was like, what?
Well, yeah, stronger, if you will,
stronger,
firmer.
harder, faster, stronger.
Kanye West.
Oh my God.
But so in those conversations that we had about, okay, well, do we want to continue doing it weekly? We haven't decided if we're going to do it weekly. We haven't decided if we're going to do it once a month, whatever. We haven't really talked about that. What we have talked about is that we know this podcast in person is going to be much funnier, much more, I don't want to say intense, but
Like this way, you're saying.
yes, us in person, not on Discord, is going to be much more interactive because it feels like a conversation. Doesn't feel like, hey guys, I'm in Discord. Like for me, that that shit's so natural to me that like I don't think about it when we're recording. I can just sit here and talk as if we're in a regular conversation. Yes, do I articulate myself, I think, better than just when we talk, just because of that. But I'm really excited to see us bounce off each other, and I kind of want to get your guys
Bounce off each other.
a bounce on each other, if you will.
Don't get me started.
Push the start.
Try me.
So I kind of wanted to get your guys' thoughts on that before we started talking about this past weekend. Again, there is a vlog coming out about this weekend. I don't know fucking when, but it's going to be good. You guys are going to love it. I already started working on the golf video, and I'm actually thinking about getting Premiere Pro to add in tracers. Really, I don't know how we're going to do it, though, because...
Well, like trace the ball, you're saying?
Yeah, like I don't know what to do.
Okay. When it goes straight in the woods.
No, about the scoreboard. Because we go so far over fucking par that we're going to look so ass.
So maybe just skip a few of the bad ones.
Oh, yeah. I'll just cut out the few and just say we got par and everything.
Dude, I was literally thinking about this when we recorded because I was like, we shot like shit. And now, no, not today. Well,
Today went pretty well for never playing that course. That we did pretty well.
it was a rather difficult course, and we played okay. But no, yeah, the one that we recorded for the video, we did not play well that day, and I was like, this is going on the internet forever. So that's I have thought about it, but fuck it, everyone starts somewhere.
Ain't nobody want to watch good all the time. Some people want to watch bad.
Someone wants some bad golf.
Yeah. We talked about this.
Some bad.
But I'm going to pass Travis the mic, and then Travis going to pass DJ the mic here because I wanted to pick your guys' brains on what you think from here on out this podcast stands for, besides what we think, or besides bringing our friendship closer. Jesus Christ. I almost just died.
Not by me, Wayne.
That was cute.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That was cute.
Anyways, what we think this podcast stands for outside of us staying in contact and whatever, because we have said this is an outlet for everybody, for us to talk about different things. So, Travi, go ahead and tell them what you think, buddy.
All right, man.
Let the people know.
Right.
Bro, I cannot get over this.
Yeah.
Here.
looks like
Actually, hold this for a second.
It looks way worse.
I'll join in with you guys.
Oh, dude, mine's way worse.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm definitely burnt right here, but
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely got burnt.
definitely burnt.
Top
But
of the hand is burnt as fuck.
All right, man. Specifically this area,
Yeah, dude.
and then
how did that happen? Mine's not that bad. I mean, you can see where my watch was.
I don't know, but it fucking hurts.
All right, we're off topic. What I think it's gonna lead to, stand for.
Yeah, what do you think it stands for from here on out?
Honestly, man, for as many times as we talk about, like, if we had ourselves recorded all the time, we would have endless
We were in the car last night, and
fucking episodes for you guys.
I legitimately said, "Yo, this is like a podcast clip. Like, why are we talking about this right now?
I
Why
know.
are we not recording?"
Yo,
Why is the camera not on?
nah,
How many, like, fucking 20-year-old white guys probably say, like, "Yo, we should start a podcast."
You should start everyone.
Every 20-year-old white guy.
Every.
But who did it? We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
2 years running.
bro, it's gonna be 2 years.
Yeah,
I was just trying to
Yeah,
help you guys
shit,
out
he
because
wasn't
I saw it
fucking
wasn't
done.
picking up
He
right.
wasn't fucking done.
So I'm in the middle. I don't want to be caught in the middle of that, bro.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, all right, I do. Oh God. So it's just having like stories to tell you guys.
I just got drive-by licked.
No way.
The back said.
Drive by licked. Just show stories that we do that we can share with others. Good times, not necessarily bad times, but
I'm listening.
I know. I'm getting sidetracked here with the doggy. Yeah, just showing how this can like keep a friendship strong. I don't know, and just kind of record our progress through life. You know,
Yeah.
like that's another thing that I kind of look forward to is like looking back down the road, looking at where we start now, kind of with this setup, with our old setup now. And fucking,
Yeah, dude, like,
you know what I mean?
listen to the first episode of the podcast and look at this.
Oh yeah,
Not me.
yeah.
Don't look at me.
I did watch the first episode like 2 months ago. It's boys. It's real cringe.
Yeah.
It was just.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah.
I bet.
Who cares?
No, it's funny. Is what I'm saying. Like
I will say our first episode, I checked the other day, our first episode is still the most listened to episode ever.
Really?
No shit.
The first episode? Like,
Yeah.
not the introductory video, like the first episode.
But no, I think the podcast.
Your turn, sweetheart.
Thanks, honey. I think the podcast is just gonna turn into kind of like just a checkpoint, almost. Let them know, maybe for people we don't necessarily talk to as much. Have them have a way to just be able to check in every once in a while, no matter if we record once a month or every other week or whatever we end up deciding. But I think, it's just a way to tell people what the fuck we've been up to, because a lot of the times we just start doing stuff and don't really talk to anyone about it. So I think this is a good way to let the fans know.
Yes.
I don't mean to kind of
You're fine.
yoink the fucking mic here, but so when you were just saying that, both of you really, it's not necessarily about like anything. This is just about getting together, having a conversation. And when I looked over at the little record, and forgive me for my eyesight, I'm pretty sure it says we're already at 18 minutes.
Yeah, 1841.
And that was with 30 seconds or so at the beginning, at the time of recording, of just before I even did the intro.
Right.
Like, these podcasts are going to be way longer
If, you know,
with us in person because we're
I
just going to
honestly
be
thought it'd
bouncing.
at about 7.
7 minutes?
Like that's how it's going faster than I thought.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like
At least I think I'm reading that right. I think it says like 18, 19 minutes.
Can you give us a verbal?
Yeah, 1907.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Yep, 1907.
1911.
12. 9/11.
Dude, when I looked at that back, I was just like,
But just because we're bouncing off each other, and I think that'll really just show a lot more comfortability and mean a lot more to a lot more people, whether people listen to it or not. But I can tell you confidently, I've probably gotten 20 messages over the last 2 weeks asking when our next episode's dropping. 11 of those are probably from Slates. Shout out Slates. Even though he doesn't actually give a fuck, he just wants to pick on us with his friends, I'm sure. Because he's fucking 12.
Yeah, wait for this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure that's coming. Anyways, I think the podcast is going to grow. I stand by the fact that I want us all to do content together. The TKT boys, whether it be golfing, fucking the vlog, just making content. And I know for you guys it's pretty hard to get into, and the investment of having to do it. But like TJ, we've talked 100 times. Like you want to get a camera before you start streaming, and like it doesn't even have to be streaming, man. I have an old camera. It just fucking flickers all the time, and I got to get a new one. Not the one that we're using here, but I want to get another one of these cameras so I can have two, like a multi-cam setup. But like that's the camera to buy in my opinion. 4K. It's the fucking Razer Kyle Pro. I've always used their cameras and I love them. I don't know where the fuck I was going with that, but like I just want you guys. I just want you guys to start making content because I think you can, and I think it'd be really good.
Dude, like,
I don't really know where I was going.
I was just like, I don't know.
Lost my fucking train of thought, but
Got distracted with the free promo.
yeah, shout out Razer, hashtag sponsor. Real shout out to Arizona Iced Tea. I used to drink it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I used to drink it. Since you guys moved down here, I slammed some Zona, dude.
Arizona.
Yeah. Tea all the fucking time now. Like I drank it, dog. But now I just like never drink soda and pretty much only drink tea, which is probably not even that good of an alternative, but
I don't know. Dude.
I feel way less bloated. I'm gonna say this right now. Way less bloated. I don't feel fucking bloated all the time. I pretty much never just drink beer. I always drink like a malt beverage now. Like wine. Like I feel like I have more energy. Like I'm never having like caffeine except for what's in the tea, and I feel like that's way less. So when I do drink an energy drink, like I did Wednesday or Thursday, I had an energy drink at work, and I was like fucking anxious. I was fucking wired, dude.
Just fucking, yeah.
Yeah, cooking. Anyways,
Just fuck.
shout out Arizona. One day, boys. One day.
Probably not.
Nope. But we'll always try.
So I'm gonna let Travis kind of take the reins on the start of this story of this past weekend because I don't really know how we ended up doing it, but here we are.
Okay. Just talking.
It's
yeah.
been a whirlwind, bro. The last like fucking
not
72 hours.
They're not
Yeah. So I'm just gonna give a play-by-play
for sure.
of how I came into the knowledge of this.
Yeah. Imagine if there was Imagine if there was play-by-play and color commentary for just like stories. Like you get the play-by-play, and then there's just a guy in the background, like, yeah, Matt, messaged me about this, and he was like, and here comes Matt walking around the corner.
Here comes
With the inbound coming text.
What the fuck? Hold on. What the fuck?
Yeah,
guys?
I don't know.
All right. So I was at work this past Friday, and it was the last day until the 3-day weekend. I was, pretty excited.
Oh, you're off tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Right now. Oh.
We are on the sofa. All the casting couch.
Yeah. So I was at work, man, and I actually had my I kept my glasses on in the morning. I swear to God, guys. All right. Hold the fuck. Yeah, what's that? Hang on. All right, I'm gonna get this fucking out, okay? You motherfuckers, dude.
Jesus Christ, dude, spit it out.
God.
So Friday morning, I was really tired, man. So I left my glasses on, and I just brought my contacts with me. That was actually, that was partially Alicia's fault too. I told her that I was too lazy to put my contacts in, and she gave me some confidence with the glasses on. Because I hate myself with glasses on, and she's like,
Yeah, but you also hated yourself with a hat. You know what? You wear a hat all the time now.
We made you start
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna accelerate baldness. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I'm already getting there, buddy. Woo,
Yeah.
woo. And
male pattern baldness.
so it was about 10 a.m. and I had called Mike. I was like, "Hey man, I just finished this make ready. I'm gonna go down to the office and put on my contacts. I didn't want to wear my glasses because it's just a different like vision.
Yeah.
And it's giving me
Yeah,
a
the
little bit of
peripheral
motion
is all-
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. So I head down there and everybody's there because nobody fucking works. I'm kidding.
Your boss listens to this podcast.
Boss is gonna tweet.
She was there. Yeah. So Mike and my other coworker, Matt, was in the room, and I just sat down for a minute. Was having a water, and he goes to me, and he's like, "Hey, like Knicks tickets are like $70 to go to like Indiana." And I just, are you serious?
Which, mind you, what game 5, game 4, whatever last one was in Indiana, it would have been game 4, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We saw them on there, and they were like $100 for game 4. So we didn't think anything of it. To be fair, we didn't look because we were thinking about going.
Yeah, because we kind of talked about it, but then it was going to be, I don't know, just a little bit out of the price range that
Yeah.
we would have wanted to spend. So I was like, no fucking way. Let me look this up. Sure enough, like, first link I clicked was StubHub, $72 a ticket. And I sat there for a minute. I was like, well, I have a 3-day weekend coming up. I know you have weekends off, and I knew you weren't working this weekend because Haley had told me, I think it was like the day
Like the day
prior
prior
that we
Brian
all
was
had the
something,
weekend
yeah.
off. So I was like, fuck, like, maybe I see if they want to go. And then Haley's in there, and she's like, well, what time would we have to leave today? And I was like, well,
Mind you, we are all at work at 10. The game's at 7 o'clock.
I will.
All right, fuck you.
yeah. So this is how it goes. I kind of talked with Haley quick because obviously she's the boss. If we can't, leave early, then this whole plan is shut down. And she was like, well, I mean, call TJ and Kane and see what they think about it. Gave TJ a ring because I knew you weren't working. I was like, yeah, he'll answer quick. Just to get that out of the way, and then I'll go, spill it on him.
So you call me. You texted me. You're like, yo, you're not working tonight, right? And I was like, no, why? So then you immediately called me. And I was like, yo. And you're like, Knicks Pacers, Indiana tonight. What do you think? And I was like, I think it'd be fucking cool, but how? He goes, don't worry about it. That's all I need to know. I'll talk to you later. Click.
Yeah.
And I went, what the fuck?
Yeah. So I just hung up on you, pretty much, because I was in go mode. I was like, all right, maybe I can really get this thing moving.
No, you were on a mission.
So then I called Kane and talked to him about it. He was like, all right, those
I'm
aren't
not
bad
gonna lie.
prices.
Me and you shut it down. We were like, you know what? Nah, fuck this. It's $70. Like,
Doesn't make
plus
sense.
a 4.5 hour drive. Like, no, we shouldn't do this.
Right.
It wasn't 20 minutes later, bro.
Yeah. We were really finding any reason to be like, no, we shouldn't, like, it's too much. Too much in too little time. And, knowing
And to
us.
drive back, and then it wasn't 20 minutes later. I texted her, I was like, hey, St. Louis is only fucking 3 hours from fucking Indy. What do you think? Because then we can just get a hotel in Indy, drive to St. Louis in the morning, and she like sent the eyes emoji like wide-eyed, and it's history.
The little fucking. Yeah, so ultimately, Haley had come out. I was walking with Mike somewhere because I was like, all right, well, if we're gonna leave early, because I think it was just a matter of getting a hotel at the time,
Yeah.
and so I was gonna bust my ass for the next couple hours just to make up for leaving early. And Haley comes out. She's like, "How bad do you want to do this?" I was like, "Are we doing it?" She's like, "Yeah." I said, "All right, Mike. I'll see you later." Something like that, man. So ultimately, this is the plan, and then we'll go into further detail about the plan. is our plan was to leave this house around 2:00. It was, and it was a 4.5 hour drive to Indiana.
This is before we solidified we were going. This is the rough details that we have.
Yeah, 4.5 hour drive to Indiana. Game starts at 8:30 Eastern, and we were gonna
4.5 hour drive with an hour change.
right.
So, yes, it's 4.5. You're thinking, oh well, they'll probably be there at 6:30. That's early. No,
Fuck no.
we were gonna be there at 7:45. Tip is at 8:15.
Yeah, so we were like, all right, so we'll do that. Go to the game, then we'll go back to the hotel. Stay the night, get breakfast in the morning, and then we would drive to St. Louis, which 3.5, 3.5, right? 4, roughly.
Yeah, it was three. It was 3.5 from
Yeah,
Indiana
yeah,
to St. Louis.
to St. Louis, and we were gonna watch the Red Sox and Cardinals, right? Nice. That's progress. That's the shit I'm talking about.
big.
Progress.
They don't know, but that's big.
That is huge, dude. And then, we were going to watch that game and then ultimately just drive home. And at that point, we were like, oh, God, that's a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so we left work knowing we were for sure going to Indianapolis to watch this game for the Knicks Pacers. And on the way home, I think I booked the hotel before I left work because I knew I wasn't going to want to ride back that night anyways. I had not bought the tickets to the Red Sox game because, okay, what are the off chance that we go from Nashville to Indianapolis to fucking St. Louis back to Nashville, and the part Travis forgetting because he did not participate in this today, we had an 8:49 a.m. tea time this morning, Sunday morning. Days in advance.
Way advanced, like a week before.
Like, that was the plan for this weekend.
Yeah.
Was to go golfing. So we set up this fucking, all right, we're going to stay in Indy, drive back home Saturday. I want to go to St. Louis. I want to see the Red Sox play. It'd be fucking awesome. And I get home, I look at both of them, and I was like, do we really want to go to St. Louis? Like, are we sure we want to do that? Because we're going to have to drive 3.5 hours there. We're going to get there early. Check out at the hotel's 11. 3.5 hours with the hour change back puts us there at 2 o'clock. We end up getting to St. Louis. We go into, I think it's Bally Live Sports or whatever. It's like a big bar place. Banging, by the way, really good. We leave there 2 hours before the game starts because we end up deciding right before we leave, hey, we're going to go. I end up getting killer tickets. We're, 15 rows from the field for $20 a piece.
Fantastic.
I mean, it was a relatively empty stadium. We might have been able to get better tickets, but $20 a piece, with fees, $80 for 4 people to go to this game. Phenomenal. So we drive out to...
Oh, it was 80 total.
Yeah, 80 total.
Oh, I thought it was
80...
80 with fees
No,
per
80
ticket.
out the door.
80.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, fuck.
Yeah.
What a deal.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
a deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Bargain
Hunter.
Killer. Deep discount shopper, buddy.
So on the way, or before we leave, we're like, should we do it? Should we do it? We end up ultimately, obviously, deciding yes. And we leave the game. What time did the game get over? 9:15. We are already in the car, getting ready to exit the parking garage.
About that.
And that's when it kind of all sunk in where we were like, why the fuck did we do this? Because we're about to have to drive 4 hours and 45 minutes back to Nashville. It's 9:15, no hour change. So from St. Louis to Nashville, which I know it sounds fucking stupid because we had an hour change up, an hour change over, and then somehow didn't cross it again. The time zones are fucking stupid in the middle of the United States. But so on the way back, we're brutal, dude. I'm not going to lie. It was a rough 4.5 hours back.
Struggling.
It was rough.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain it because, I was in the back. I was just riding. Haley's sleeping. Every time I would begin to nod off, finally be able to fall asleep, either somebody would say something, we'd hit a bump, some shit, right? So I didn't fucking sleep hardly at all on the way back. Travis and TJ are just in the front. You guys were talking about nonsense, to be honest, for, forever. And then somehow the last like hour and a fucking half, we end up listening to just strictly Chris Webby for an hour and a half. And on the way up, the way to fucking Indianapolis, I think you played like 5 Weekend songs.
That was it.
I know. I think you played 5. And in my defense, it wasn't that many. But in the heat of the moment, I was like, all right, I've about heard my last fucking The Weeknd song. Because this motherfucker needs to shut up.
Dude.
And it took everything in my power just to not just be like, yo.
All I'm saying, we all had control of the queue. No one really
We did.
put nothing in there.
I wasn't.
So I was
That was
just
on you
playing.
guys.
I was just playing what I was.
That is besides the point. On the way home, we played 75 Chris Webby songs in a row. And I was just trying to be a good sport, man. But it was just too many in a row.
I really thought you were asleep.
I was not. I was literally sitting there just fucking trying to fall asleep.
You were up for a while, but I was like, dude. As soon as you were like, I was not that deep into sleep, buddy.
Yeah, you were like, oh, how? He was like, oh, how was your nap, buddy? And I was like, dog, I never even fell asleep. Like, I was not that deep asleep.
Dude, let me say this quick. At this point, you're driving, bro, and I'm in the passenger seat. And we had the music low because I'm crying right now.
It was not low. Like, the backseat is way louder. Just to clarify.
And
We had it almost half, bro. It was probably
Yeah, it was not low.
It was more than a quarter.
dude, I'm fucking crying because all of a sudden, me and TJ, that's when we were doing the whole Chris Webby thing, dude.
I sat up, and I'm like sitting like right in between them, like fucking.
Dude, I could feel his fucking presence behind me. And all he said, we said something about like, we don't want to wake them up, or we're trying to fucking talk quiet. And all of a sudden he's like, I haven't been sleeping this whole time, he goes. He's like, I've heard everything you said.
Because I go, oh, good morning, buddy. How was your nap? And you go, just deadpan. Brother, I was not even that deep asleep. I heard everything you guys were saying. I went, oh, shit.
Oh, God.
So, again, we get home. It was like 2 o'clock, right? Get home at 2. It's fucking 73 degrees in the house, so we fucking turn the AC back down.
Yeah, like,
I don't know what time y'all fell asleep, but I didn't end up falling asleep till probably like 3:30.
that was probably me as well.
And now we're almost at current time, you know?
Yeah.
We had to wake up. I woke up at 7 o'clock. Haley woke up at 7. I woke up at 7:15. She always takes a shower first because she takes fucking forever to get ready. So she took a shower. She took a shower. I took a shower. We had tea time by 8:40. Right.
Right. Make sure you hear it.
And tea time, front 9 didn't go great. Back 9 went phenomenal, I think, for both of us until the last 2 holes for Kane. Ended up choking it, which in reality, again, I'm going to go back to the start of this timeline. 10 a.m., are we going? 12, no. 1, we bought tickets and booked a hotel. 2 o'clock, home. Should we go to St. Louis? Probably. Drive up, 7:45 p.m., attend hotel check-in. 7:45 p.m., leave hotel. 8:15 tip. Game ends probably like 10:30. Knicks got fucking crushed, which we all know by now of the recording of this podcast. Knicks ended up ultimately losing Game 7. So 0-1 on our fucking excursion. We ended up getting to our hotel, which we haven't even fucking told this part of the story yet. 11:15, 11:30. We're just kind of like fucking around the hotel room, get ready to go to sleep around midnight, hop in, stains on the sheets. Both beds. So we're like, all right.
What the fuck?
First one, I was like, we'll just take that sheet off. Then the other bed had it. And I was like, all right, let me call the office. Our phone isn't even fucking got a dial tone. Mind you, we didn't stay at no fucking Motel 6 hotel fucking...
Bro, when you pulled the cord and
It just kept coming. Dude, that shit was 7 miles long and it just fucking kept coming. It wasn't connected to anything. So at... So, as soon as I realized that, I'm like, all right, we got to go down to the office. So, me and Travi fucking both grab a blanket. I got mine. He's got his. Mind you, it's a La Quinta or La Quinta, whatever the fuck you call that shit, by Wyndham. And so it wasn't any cheaper than anywhere else. All the hotels in downtown Indy were $200 to $250 for one night, 2 queen beds, 1 room. All the same pricing. So we end up going down to the lobby, guy at the desk, checking 2 people in. Phone rings. He answers the phone. Puts the guy on hold, acknowledges me and Travis standing there with blankets like, well, this is about to be weird. Hey, guys, give me a couple minutes. Couple leaves, finishes the phone, hangs up. Hey, guys, just give me 1 second. Phone rings again. He picks up the phone.
Tell
So-
how he had the blankets with the stains out.
Yeah. So we're standing there like, it wasn't like just a sheet blanket. It's the fucking comforter. And we're just standing there, massive stains on the front, like
Just,
pointed
like,
at him.
They're ready for you.
Like as if, like you would think it was like an 8-year-old kid come to tell his mom, hey, I pissed my bed. Yeah.
Hey, I pissed my pants.
And mom, help. The mattress is ruined. It went through the mattress. It's in box spring.
You gotta throw it in the dumpster.
Mom, I threw up.
Mom, it was a dog, I swear.
So he answers the second phone call, and we look at each other like, are you dead ass? Finishes the phone call. He's like, hey guys, what's going on? And we both kind of like looked down. I was like,
We were like,
we just checked in at like 7 o'clock. We just got up. We got back from the Indy game. There's stains all over our sheets. And like, you just watched us walk in. You know, we didn't just fucking stain them. And he was like, looks us square in the fucking eyes and was like, did they even clean? Did they even change the sheets?
like we would have the fucking answer.
And I was like, I mean, I don't know, man. You tell me. Like, what do you think?
You work here.
He goes, all right, give me 1 second. Walks like behind the office, comes around, grabs the blankets from us. He goes, I'll be right back. Walks out the front door of the fucking hotel.
Again, me and Kane looked at each other like,
Where the fuck? I literally turned to Travis. We sat down on this fucking piece of wood, essentially. There was no padding on this bitch.
I saw this fucker sit down, and it was the hardest impact.
Like,
Because there's
my
no-
whole body jarred, dude. There's nothing. And so I look at Travis as soon as we sit down, and I'm like, they just don't keep that shit in fucking house. They got a fucking secondary plant for the blankets. They don't just keep them in the back, keep a couple just in case.
You gotta go across the fucking parking garage.
So, guy leaves for like, it's been 3 or 4 minutes now. A young lady comes down the elevator, which was not the safest elevator. I'm glad we took the stairs. Comes down, and you could tell she was like fucking fuming, dude. Fucking huffing, dude. And I was like, hey, I don't know when he's going to be back. And she just like, well, I'm about to just go back there and grab our own sheets. I was like, yeah, I mean, we just checked in. We had massive stains on him. That's where he went, is he walked out the door to go grab us new blankets. And she was like, yeah, we checked in. So mind you, it's midnight. They had checked in at 2.
Yeah, 2 o'clock.
Had told them, hey, we're going to a concert. They checked in, immediately left, just like us. Hey, there's crumbs in our sheets. Can you please change them? It's now midnight. And she was like, no,
Like crumbs?
no one fucking changed the sheets. And I was like, Jesus Christ. So we start talking about, Wyndham and all that. Like how, I mean, I've stayed in their hotels, never had an issue. And
Positive experiences.
yeah,
before.
like, I've never had that experience in a hotel. And then when we asked for a discount, they basically just took my name and fucking, we left. So after we leave the hotel that morning at 11, we go get breakfast. We end up getting to St. Louis at 2. I already kind of recapped that. We get back.
Okay.
Or,
that's
sorry.
kind of small about the hotel still.
Yeah. Hold on. So we get to St. Louis. Red Sox fucking lose. We're 0-2. And here you go. Before we get into golf.
Yeah, before getting, the only thing that I want to say, my piece about the hotel is, so we had missed like the actual breakfast or whatever, I guess.
Bullshit.
And
Hotels need to serve breakfast past 9 a.m. That's all I'm saying.
yes.
Who the fuck wakes up that early on vacation? No one.
Not a person.
And if you do, you're probably not on vacation.
Yeah, like, I should be able to get breakfast. If McDonald's serves it till 11, you should.
Yeah.
That's a valid take.
Simple as that. There's no further to that argument.
Even just like the cereal cups, man.
That's actually, that's my fucking little story right now, is there was nothing in there. and I wasn't sure if we were gonna actually stop for breakfast, and I was like, I'll just grab something small quick. So I freaking grabbed some Frosted Flakes, threw a little bit of milk in there, and it was just one of those small
Little
paper
like, high school
bowls.
cartons, like,
So I could eat like 8 or 10 of those straight.
yeah.
And I took one bite, and I looked up, and I saw a worker out in the main area, and then I looked at a garbage can, and I just threw it in there, and like I'm walking past her, and we're still making eye contact. I was like, "This place sucks."
It's fucking
And she gave me a dirty look, and I was like, everything that happened, like with the fucking toilet seat,
Oh, that shit was on by a thread.
yeah, like that. The fucking bathroom sink was all like clogged and stuff like that. Like you deserve to have that be talked about that way.
Yeah, there's no way.
Like there's no way.
Like, just to clarify, Wyndham La Quinta Inn and Suites in downtown Indianapolis, about 0.6 miles from the Pacers' fucking Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
That one specifically.
Yeah, can't attest to the other ones, but that one was fucking rough. What the fuck was I just gonna say about it being? Oh, about Indy. Bro, has anybody ever fucking been to Indy? If you have, let me fucking know, because what the fuck do people do there?
Dude, it felt like The Walking Dead there.
Yeah, there was nothing. There was no one around.
I remember waking up in the morning. I didn't see a single fucking car. I didn't see a single person on the fucking street. And I was like, this is like downtown.
Yeah, like when we pulled in, what time did we get there? It was Friday at 7 o'clock. Yeah. No traffic.
Prime time.
Like, there was nothing. If anybody's from Indy, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to trash on your city or nothing, but get it to fucking together, man.
For real.
Like, there was nothing around.
Yeah. There was not shit.
They only have the Pacers and the Colts.
Yeah.
But I will say that
And
breakfast
Caitlin Clark.
that breakfast place we stopped to was fucking amazing.
Yeah, Yoke was good. That was worth the money.
For sure.
I want to talk about that.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Talk
So I
about
got
the yolk.
Yeah, so yolk. I got a chicken and waffles breakfast. I got a chicken and waffles breakfast, which was fucking gas, guys. Gas. They had bacon in the waffles. What are you doing?
I'm just getting closer. For no reason.
I didn't know what you were doing. Okay. So, yeah,
Dude, I was
just
gonna have him talking, just like start to just live with it.
just
Stop.
Anyway, so I got these chicken and waffles, and there was bacon in the waffles. Holy shit. The chicken was dry as hell.
I had a freaking bite, and it felt like I tasted fucking. I don't even know.
They were so good. The waffles were fantastic, but the chicken was pretty mid. But Indy felt like, for any upstate New Yorkers, it felt like an afternoon in Saratoga.
See, I feel like it's even just a little bit lesser than that.
I would say like Queensbury,
Yeah,
because of the factories and shit. Like the
old Okay. factories.
something like that.
Almost.
But
Yeah.
Saratoga vibe for sure.
Yeah, like it was same kind of vibe, not like super busy, but enough traffic where you notice it. And it was weird, dude. It was just a dead city. It was just
What are we doing?
like there was a playoff game. It's probably, a
That's
decent
the next thing I
amount.
was gonna say, bro, is like, unless there's another Knicks playoff game there, I have no reason to ever go back there. Like there's no attractions.
I do also want to clarify that the Indy 500 practice and qualifying was going on this weekend while we were there. Just tossing that out there.
Yeah,
What?
Some big fucking events.
Huge events.
And
We had a breeze getting through the
it
city.
looked like the first season of The Walking Dead. Just so slow and boring.
Yeah, I mean,
So for reference, Nashville's population. Hold on. Nashville's population as of the 2020 census was 689,000. Indianapolis population was 880. And Nashville is fucking slammed, dog. I mean, granted, tourism, whatnot, I'm sure it's way more here. Built for that, Music City and whatnot, but still. All right, I thought you were done.
I was done.
Oh, all right. So, Red Sox lose. We drive back. We have to wake up at kind of 7. I woke up at 7 to go fucking golfing. So, we're 0-2 on this vlog excursion that we all of a sudden have encompassed ourselves on within the last 48 hours.
I forgot one thing about the breakfast.
Okay, well, I'm about to pass you the mic to talk about golf anyways, because I've been fucking long-winded here. And you haven't really said much, and I want to get you involved.
Okay. There was fucking pulp in my goddamn orange juice, and I
Wasn't asked. Hold on.
said nothing.
There was no question. It wasn't on the menu, and it popped up, and we just looked at each other.
Instant-
Having a conversation on this podcast.
Instantly knew as soon as she handed it to me.
This is a shout out to Alicia because she's the only one I know so far that fucks with me with pulp and orange juice. So that's a
It's
shout
fucking
out.
disgusting. I had to chew my juice, and that is not it for me.
Filter
Dude. Oh my god, I was pissed. So I drank like half of it, couldn't deal with it anymore. So I swung it to Trappy. And he fucking drank like 4 of them because they gave us like a 6-ounce shot glass.
Come on. You see the size?
Yeah.
Yeah, but 3 ounces of it is fucking old orange.
Come on, man.
As soon as she handed it to me, it was all floating at the top and shit. And Kane and I just literally made eye contact and we're like,
You guys made that, and I had like the hard eyes emoji.
yeah, he got so excited. He was like, oh my god, there's pulp. And I was like, oh my god, there's pulp. And yeah, so that was what I was pissed off
You
about.
didn't drink that? Nope.
I also want to clarify that non-pulp Kroger orange juice 52-ounce bottles are pulp-free is $7.
Okay.
$7. Or sorry, the pulp version is $7. The non-pulp is only $1.59 more. Are we struggling that bad in this country that we can't just fork over an extra $1.59 to have filtered orange juice? When you drink apple juice, there's not pulp in apple juice.
We can't get into this again.
Yeah, sorry.
No.
I'm upset.
It's just not worth it because this is supposed to bring our friendship together, not tear us up.
I was so mad. I was so goddamn mad. Because I was like, oh, dude.
If she asked,
Yeah.
or it was on the menu saying it was pulp.
There was no indication
Didn't
that
say
pulp was in
fresh
it.
Squeezed.
Nothing. It just said orange juice. So I was like, you know what? That sounds good with this breakfast. And I was severely disappointed. Yeah, ruined my whole mood. But anyways, plus the chicken was dry, so then I had to drink something, and they gave us this tap water, which was not good either. And
They presented as fucking filtered water.
God,
Nothing was filtered there.
we sound like Adam Sandler's kids and grown-ups right now. I promise we're not like
Get some
that.
boss water for your
Got any
kid.
Fiji, please?
But on to golf. Oh my god. Today was hot. Hot as shit.
Like, golf today was the culmination of this weekend, bro.
Oh yeah. So the cicadas were out in a storm today. I mean, loud as shit everywhere.
Kamikaze and fucking.
Just dive bombing us all the time and just landing on us, and you don't even notice. And all of a sudden, like Kane and I swiped probably like 7 or 8 off each other today. Like it was bad.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
There was too many. So we had a rough front 9. Where'd we go today? Indian Hills.
Indian Hills.
That's the name of it? Yeah, Indian Hills Golf Course. Great course. Amazing golf carts. Service was awesome. They even cleaned our clubs afterwards when we were done, which I've never seen before, so that was cool.
Right.
But we had a great back 9 until Kane had a collapse.
Monumental collapse, bro. So, front 9, it was 58-57. I think I was up 1 stroke on the front 9. So, we are not great golfers. I would not say we're bad golfers. I would say we're pretty much average. And so 58-57, going into the back 9, we were like, hey, we have shot in the 40s before. We can get under 100, and that's been our goal, or at least my goal. TJ's hit it before. I have not. And back 9 started great. Like, I think I double bogeyed the first, and then it bogey, double bogey. Yeah. A good stretch. Like, I was up at this point going into the last 2 or 3, I think it was 3 holes, because, yeah, well, for me, that was dick riding, not going to lie.
No, but yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't
That was dick. You know it's not good, damn it.
That's not good.
That was dick riding.
That was totally fucking meat.
I thought
sliding,
Bogey was like
bro.
2 over par or something.
Bogey is 1 over par.
It's good for an average golfer if you're talking.
If you can play bogey golf,
bogey golf is good golf.
and I've only played 5 times. This was my 6th time playing golf.
Yeah.
Like, I was feeling myself.
Okay.
So, anyways, like 4 or 5 straight bogeys and then 2 double bogeys going into the last 2 holes. And I don't know who the fuck thought 460 yards needed to be a par 4 or whatever the fuck the yardage was.
Yeah.
First off, hit my drive, fucking topped it. It went fucking 30 yards. Second hit, the one time I hit my fucking 1-wood straight, I was probably turned, if this is straight, like that, like just a little bit. Just a couple degrees, 5-10 degrees. Straight to the fucking forest. Gone.
Straight to the fucking.
Never gonna find that fucking ball again.
Gone.
So I take the drop. I'm now going on to my 4th hit on a par 4. Or par 5. Right? Yeah, it was a par 5. Because it was like 560. This one was 560. It was deep. So, and played uphill to the right. So it probably plays about 600.
Yeah.
And so I'm on my 4th. I'm on the edge of the wood. Top it. All right. 5th hit. Bloopski into the fucking sand pit. I will say, gorgeous course, great course.
Great course.
Not for a beginner. Kane does not need to be out there. The reason being, there's a green side bunker on every hole, and every green side bunker is like fucking this. Like, if you're fucking on the edge of the bunker, you're not getting that bitch out with a fucking 48-degree. Hey, Haley. What? You want to call the dog?
Go.
Thanks, babe.
Anywho.
So I don't have wedges. My only wedge is a P wedge. It's 48 degree. If I probably had a 54 or even a 56 or a 60, probably wouldn't have been that big of a deal for me because I'm pretty good in the sand. I feel like in 100 yards, I'm great on approach. Really good. But I could not get out of the sand. So I take 3 strokes in the fucking sand, finally get it out. I'm now on my fucking 9th putt. Or I think I was on my 8th, whatever. Fucking cruise it past the hole. Sent that shit, gone with the putter. Comes back, overshot it. And I'm like, all right, well, if I don't make this, I'm double par. And one of our rules is double par. Like, unless it's a par 3, because it's so short, we'll play over. But par 4 or par 5, 8 or 10, you probably should just cut the line at the hole, take your loss. So I was like, all right, fuck this. Ended up getting to 10. So that put us within 1 stroke of the fucking going into the last hole. I was up 1. Mind you, I was up, I think it was 4 going into that hole. So now I'm up 1. Get up there. Drive's not great, but it's playable. It's in the fairway. Hit another one, top it. All right. Going into the 3rd hit. Have a great 3rd hit. Get up there. So it's a par 4. I knew TJ was having a good hole. I don't remember. I think you ended up getting a 6, and I ended up getting a 7 because I made a deep putt.
Yeah.
And if I hadn't done that, I would have lost or he would have won. Right. We end up fucking tying 111, which, again, not great. We don't claim to be great golfers. Nope. But tying after 18 holes just culminates this whole fucking weekend of,
yeah, for real.
All right, we lost the next game, and after the next game, we were like, hey, man, we would do it anyways. It was worth it. How often do you get to go? You know, and that night, the Bruins played Game 6. They had to win to force a Game 7, lost.
That's right.
LA Thieves in the CDL lost Thursday, went to the losers bracket on Friday, won their first game, lost the second, so they got eliminated. Go to the Red Sox game, lose, come back.
Mets blew the lead while at.
Yeah, Mets were up like fucking 6-2, end up losing 9-6 or some shit. 10-9.
Yeah.
So we just took mad fucking L's.
Yeah. So hold on. So the Knicks lost, Bruins lost, Thieves lost, Mets lost the next day, Red Sox lost the next day. Today, tied in golf. Knicks lost Game 7. The Red Sox did win, so that was solid. But, of course, they crushed them. Huh?
Your bet.
Your bet.
Oh, my fucking bet that I couldn't check until we got home because I wasn't in Tennessee anymore. I bet the Knicks to win and the Bruins to win. Obviously, both fucking lost. And then I did it was an 11-leg parlay. Over 215, hit. Jalen Brunson over, I'm not going to read them all, but everything hit except for one, which was
Isaiah
Hardenstein 8+ rebounds, and he had 7. Hit 10 out of 11 legs. So we just took L on L this weekend.
L's all across.
Left Indy, hey man, I'd do it anyways. Like, it was worth how often do you get to see it? Drive to St. Louis, and I was bummed because it was 1-0. We tie it up, go down 2-1, tie it up, get blown out in the fucking bottom of the 8th, end up losing like 7-2, and we leave, and I'm like, well, I'm happy we did this. This was fun. And then we had a 4.5-hour ride home, and that's when we all contemplated why the fuck we did it.
That 4.5-hour ride home, that was when all of the fatigue from everything we did and the adrenaline of like, holy fuck, we're doing this, just died.
Hit the bottom, yeah.
Just, rock bottomed out. And I'm sitting in the front seat, and I'm like, oh my God. Because we had the GPS.
I'm not going to lie, you hitting us with, hey, does anybody want to switch? Because I need to switch. I was not going to say a word.
Yeah, I really
I
was
gonna
like,
let us pull on the side of the road, sleep for a little bit, and then start driving.
yeah.
'Cause
I was like, we did, because we discussed it when at the Red Sox game.
Yeah, you said someone was like,
I was
later if you need someone, like, let me know.
Yeah, I was like, are you gonna drive all the way back? I was like, that's pretty deep.
I was like, that's a plan.
And he was like, yeah, if I get tired or something, I'll. And I was like, well, if you need me to, I could probably finish it
was a
out.
plot twist I didn't see coming. I'm not gonna lie.
And I didn't. He normally powers through, so I was like, nah, it's almost like an empty offer. He's not gonna take it anyways. And all of a sudden, we drive for like 2 hours, and you're like, yeah, anyone want to switch? And I'm like, uh-oh.
Something that happens with me, I don't know if this happens with you guys. Actually, I haven't talked to anybody about this yet, so this is kind of a good segue for it. Is when I get tired like that and I'm driving a long distance, I start to get some type of, I guess I would call it motion sickness. But I don't know if that's what it is because I haven't had
Kind of like
motion
an
sickness.
anxiety type feeling, like where you're gonna throw up. Like that
Yeah,
style of-
yeah,
yeah.
something like that.
I'm
So
the
I was
same way,
like,
whenever we drive back from New York, like I'll go until I get that feeling, and then I'm like, all right. And then I'm like, I'm going to throw up for the rest of the car ride, is what it feels like.
yeah.
Yep.
So that was me. Like, so when you were driving, I was sitting there. I was like, should I close my eyes? Did that? I was like, that didn't make it better.
No, that makes
So
it worse. for
yeah.
me.
So then I was just trying to find different things. I was like touching the dashboard just to be like,
Yeah.
you're in the car,
I
like,
noticed you were fidgety. I
yeah.
was like, I don't know, maybe he's got energy now that he's not.
It was just all the adrenaline like gone, like you said,
Probably died.
and that's when it got to the point. So that happened for about 5 minutes for me while I was driving. I was like, that's when I asked. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna pull no fucking like Chris Tenney type shit. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Some people are weird about that, being like, no, I don't need fucking help. Like, I got this. And it's like, if you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
Like, I don't fucking know. Plus, why would I sit there and suffer when, like, someone else can do a little bit?
Yeah.
Drive a little bit. Like, what?
For what?
So, yeah.
The
TJ,
only time I like egoed that shit was when I think it was the first time we went back to New York. I had gotten to where we stopped in Pennsylvania, so it was only like 4 hours
yeah.
out of 15, and I was like, I'm fine, like I'll go. And then we got to Binghamton, so I was like an hour and a half,
Yeah.
and I was like, no, I'm not fucking switching, like I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And he was like, you're just doing it to say that you did it, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
shit.
there's always the times, and
It's the dad lord that I'm
yeah.
working on, dude.
Honestly, like, that time for me was when we came down here because we had to.
I was gonna say had to. So
You know what I mean? So,
Nothing will beat that last like 2 hours. Just pitch black in the rain.
yeah.
Just fucking. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when you're just driving along, you're like,
Dude,
You turning up the music and shit, rolling down the window.
And at that
but
point-
you can't because it's raining.
yeah, at that point, what? It's like 13 hours or something. So
We were in it.
Me, I have to like.
Ohio, right? Or did you guys
No.
come down through Virginia?
Virginia.
Yeah, so it's like 14 and a half, something like that.
So, for me, man, like I gotta like refresh my brain type shit and like make sure I'm looking at the lines of the road. You know what I mean? Not that I don't, but like it's just like a vision
No, but,
thing.
yeah, but I'm trying to think what there's a term for it, like when you zone out while you drive and you're like, holy fuck, I don't remember the last like 30 miles. Like,
Yeah.
I can't think what they call it.
Oh, it's a fucking mind state.
Yeah.
Oh,
Flow state.
Flow state. Flow state.
But yeah, I lasted about 2 hours and I was like, oh fuck, like
Yo, the second I like got in the driver's seat and I like checked the GPS and it said like 245 left, I was like, oh, here we go. I was like, okay. And then once we all started talking and shit, that's when it got better. When everyone was silent, I'm like, holy fuck, guys, I need some sort of something. I was like, someone talk to me. Or
I got something else. When I told you guys that story about me at work,
Yeah.
dude, like
Yeah.
you guys were making me laugh so hard. That's when I could tell that I was starting to get tired because I haven't chuckled like that in a minute, dude. I needed it. You know what I mean?
Of like, you know when you're a kid and like, did you guys pull like all-nighters like frequently? Like when me and Brian were kids, all the time. Like that's all we did. We'd stay up like for 2 days straight at my house, not hang out for a day, and then like 3 days at his house, nonstop, like no sleep. Well, that's what it reminded me of when you were like, yeah, I haven't laughed like that in a while. When you're a kid and you're pulling an all-nighter and it's like 5, 6 in the morning and the sun's just cresting. I can vividly remember we were playing. It wasn't Forza Horizon. It was the Motorsport. We were grinding career mode for like 2 weeks to like get to like the higher classes. So like we had a truck. Dude, it was awesome. Well, anyways, it was one of those. What?
On the bubble, double bubble.
Yeah, dude, you watched me set it up. You were right there. You were literally right
I
there.
know. I've been looking at our like that the whole time.
Oh yeah, that's also why I wanted to put it there because like if we look that way, we're still
This
gonna
is
look
my
at the
first
camera.
time actually looking in the eyes.
In the eyes.
Oh,
Fuck. But
I didn't pull the trigger.
like we were playing that, and I don't remember what happened. We just started fucking dying.
Do like uncontrollable.
Yeah, for like 5 minutes, and you get that feeling when you're finally done laughing. You're like, man, that was good.
That was good.
And you just just immediately go to sleep. Like those were the best. Like just ending on a high note.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That was a long time in the car. Overall this weekend.
Yeah, what 4.5 up, 3.5 over, so 9, right? Because 8 hours and then 4.5 down. So 12.5 hours we were in the car for 5 hours worth of games.
That's so ass to think about. That's not even funny.
And like
Oh
all
my
in all,
God.
bro, like
So we spent more time in the car than we did in the hotel too.
Yes. We spent more time
Like,
in the car
total.
than anything.
yeah. All right, boys. I think this is
Next episode.
We're at an hour 8.
all right. Make sure you lock that fucking in.
Next episode.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to bring that upon yourself?
No, actually. Well, because you had said that'd be a good pod.
Oh, definitely would. Yeah,
That's
it's gonna be funny as fuck.
it would be hilarious.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I don't give a fuck.
Bet. I like it.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
I like it. I like it.
Alright, cool. As
Anyways,
long
boys.
as you guys- as long as you guys got my 6, I'm watch my 12.
Why did you say?
Because you guys know why I said it like that. You guys got my 6.
Fucking smelling your 6 so hard I could take a whiff of your 12. Fucking.
So deep in your 6 I can sniff your 12.
So you 6, I can taste your 12.
All right, boys. Anyways, if you enjoyed this episode of the TKT podcast, 2 Kill Time podcast, we love you guys. We hope you missed us. We missed you guys. Y'all have a wonderful night. Much love, and we'll see y'all in the next one.
See y'all next week.
Oh my fucking god, dude, that was funny. All right.